club and school junior men's quads next on the water. This is the Fawley, and this is an all Windsor Boys School final. Adrian, my money in this race is on Windsor Boys School.
I think so. I think so. Mark Wilkinson at this club has done an unbelievable job of just building the state school up from scratch, and the way he organises it and gets his boys involved, he gets all the parents involved. They have a huge amount of support from Sean Furness, the new head teacher, and it's amazing to see them get 2 crews. National schools, they won National Schools Regatta by about a length, but their top 3 guys weren't in the boat. So this is fantastic to see. You thought at least they'd have matching boats, wouldn't you?
Windsor red. When I see your boat straight and ready, I'll start you like this. Attention, go. Get ready, please. Attention, go.
The final of the Fawley, the Windsor Boys School A on the Berkshire Bank and Windsor Boys School B on the Buckinghamshire Station. What an achievement from the state school, not too far away from here at Henley. We've got down the road Windsor Boys churning out great athletes, and we'll have a look at this start. This is for bragging rights. What an achievement from the school to get 2 boats into the same final, and immediately the A boat has sprung into the lead. They've done a good job there from Temple Island. You'd expect that, wouldn't you, Adrian? That should be according to the form, but we'll wait and see.
But it shows that they've been told to go out and race. It's not like we're going to have a nice procession down here and make it look good. These boys, the second crew, they'll have been wanting this race all season to try and take on this first day. And the first squad, will definitely want to do this some damage. But the second crew here, the first one's got about a length, but actually they're holding them at the moment. And the far crew looks like they have a higher stroke rate as well.
It's a pretty good shot for their school magazine or website, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be amazing, isn't it? So, yeah, here on the near crew, we have the bow Charlie Ingham. At 2 we have Dylan James. At 3 we have Matthew Sadler, and the stroke man is Jack Cadwallader. It's different to the programme. The crew order in the programme is not correct. But here we go, and you can see the A crew on the far side in the black boat starting to move away again.
Yeah, on the far side of the water on the Berkshire Station, Charlie Warren in the stroke seat, setting the pace. Marcus Shute in 3 seat, Max Bird, and then in the bow seat is Jacob Orus. And what a race they're putting together already. They'll be in, well, there's a yellow flag up, Adrian. We got to that point in the race already.
So as the flag comes down, that'll be when the leading crew crosses the line, and the umpires in the launch will press a stopwatch, and that will record the time. So here we can see the A crew getting out to a couple of lengths, really not holding back at all. This is a competition, and they're going to feel like, well, they probably felt, we're confident we can win this. Let's see if we can put our best row together, because it's the last time these 4 guys will row together.
Windsor Boys were losing finalists to Tideway Scullers last year in the Fawley, so they're guaranteed victory to one boat or another today, and they have got a pretty good pedigree in this as well. They won the event back in 2017 and 2018 as well, and it looks as if the Windsor Boys School A boat to the right, you can see the back of Jacob Orus in that boat in the bow seat, is keeping their cool. It's a different sort of pressure for both of these boats, isn't it? And actually a very contrasting pressure for the A boat and the B boat.
Yes, for sure. I mean, the A boat obviously has nothing to gain because they should win, and if they lose, it's a complete disaster. And the B crew can just throw everything at it and take every risk they want because they're not expected to win, and they can just go for it. But if the selection's been done right, and you can see here, the A crew, that's an impressive double quad. The way they're sculling is so efficient.
Do the coaches want the A boat to win then? Because as you say, the selection's been done right, so it sort of underlines they know their stuff.
I personally, I think last night they would have just loved the fact he can probably actually enjoy this race for the first time because he knows Windsor Boys are going to win.
He's got his feet up.
Yeah, I think he probably has.
Big cigar lit.
Yeah. So, and what was interesting is that when years ago when that St Paul's 8 was so fast and everybody was talking about it, actually the Windsor Boys quad that won that year was only less than 1% slower. So because sculling hasn't got the same profile as the 8s event, people don't talk about how quick these crews are. But these crews here are world class. I mean, the three man here, third from the screen, third from us. He is a lightweight. He's a junior, so he's still at school. Came second or third, I think, in the British Under-23 trials. I mean, he's a phenomenal athlete.
So we're at this stage of the race where it will be hurting, but it's the A boat that's shifting along well. On the Berkshire station, you've got there the A boat that's leading, and the stroke seat, Charlie Warren, 18 years old. There's 3 18-year-olds and a 17-year-old in the bow seat, Jacob Orris, in that boat. And look at the lead they've established here. And it looks really well drilled, doesn't it? Very slick. Here come the B boat, and they know that bar a catastrophe to their mates in the A boat, the world order will remain the same, at least at Windsor Boys.
Indeed, and this is where it gets hard for the B crew, because they will have gone as hard as they can to stay on touch and be competitive, and now they'll have spent more energy than they should have done if they'd gone for the fastest race. But now they're also rowing in the bouncy water from the other crew, so it's really uncomfortable. And yeah, so it's good to see these guys still carrying on, just doing their best. But the A crew, what a phenomenal performance. And I guess maybe they're trying to send a signal out to everybody else that, you know, you're going to come and get us next year.
Yes. It's, just having a look at this Windsor Boys School. The A crew beat St Andrew Boat Club in their semi-final, and we had a local derby on the water in the Fawley in the other semi-final. The B crew beat Clare's Court School of Maidenhead, and that will have taken its own toll, no doubt, on the B crew. And we can see the A crew extending their lead.
So one of the thoughts people might be having watching this crew, because they're still going hammer and tongs even despite this being this far ahead, is that are they going to try and break the record? Now, to be honest, with the conditions today, I'm not sure if the record's up for grabs, but then again, I don't actually know how fast this crew really is, and maybe they don't need optimum conditions to break the current record, but we'll only find out when they cross the line.
So they might have that as an added incentive, a target, an objective, and barring catastrophe, it'll be them that pick up the red boxes later on. The trophies, the prize giving at 5 o'clock. It's quite a long wait for the prize giving at this stage, isn't it? What state they might be in by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they've been holding off for this all week, but some of these guys have got British trials in a week's time, and they have to try and do selection to row for their country, so some of them will have to keep a lid on it.
So a tremendous moment for Windsor Boys School, both the A and the B crews. It's the A crew that's going to win the Fawley Challenge Cup. But you can't escape the fact that Windsor Boys School have done brilliantly at this Henley Royal Regatta to dominate this event. The Windsor Boys School A win the Fawley Challenge Cup. There's the celebrations for Charlie Warren in the stroke seat, Marcus Shute, Max Bird and Jacob Orris. And the B crew getting a pretty hot reception as well at Stewards. We've got the B crew over the line now, and it'll be interesting to see the respect shown between these two boats. Yes, immediately the B crew turn around and applaud their mates, and that is a fine race.
Max, congratulations. How does that feel being Henley champions?
It feels amazing, honestly. 2 years for me, 5 years for these guys, hard work all coming down to it. And special shout out to the second boat, because especially the second boat, no one thought they'd get that far, and they did. It feels incredible.
What was it like racing your teammates, your schoolmates?
Well, it was tough. It was tough. It was very different to what we're used to. We had separate chats, separate vans. We came in separate cars. So today they weren't schoolmates, but now they are. It was very weird, but I think we all dealt with it quite well and managed to stay focused on the goal.